So, today is June 23rd, Monday. I mean, it's definitely summertime when you forget what day of the week it is, which I have been doing. I like to give myself a break and stay at home a lot more during summer break. Let me scoot back a little bit, actually. So this video is going to be about my summer to-do list / summer essentials, just some stuff that I've been up to the past month. I've been off of my semester since May 15th, somewhere in the middle of May. And now it's been officially, I think, a month of a break. So what have I been up to? A thing that I've been up to is I have been reading a lot more. I was very scared to read. At a point in my life, I was like, I can't read. I thought I was incapable of reading. But what I was doing that was the wrong choice that made me think that I couldn't read is that I kept visualizing what a book should be and how it should make me feel instead of actually, taking the opportunity to start the book. Once I pushed that thought aside of where I'm like, let me at least give this book a chance, that's when I started flourishing. Right now, actually, I am reading 2 books at once. I am reading The 4 Agreements, a staple in self-help books. If I were to review it, I'm not done yet, but I'm very close. As you can see, I'm like 75% done. I think that the book could seem a little redundant. I think that's the point though, because when it comes to like reversing habits, which is basically agreements, like it takes a lot of like almost like bludgeoning. And I think it's, of course, for like starters, I think this book is really good for people who really don't like themselves. And I think to a lot of people, the agreements in this book is very common sense. It's like the first agreement is basically your words mean a lot, so be careful with what you say to yourself and others. And it's like, okay, yeah, like I learned that in elementary school, but some people genuinely don't apply that. It's one thing to learn it, but it's another to apply it. And I feel like if you read this book, it gives you kind of like almost like the most spoon-fed way to apply it to your life. I think the author also kind of cuts himself short a bit. I mean, I don't know if it's to make this book not super long so it's more accessible for people to start reading, but I feel like he definitely could have expanded on thoughts instead of kind of repeating them over and over. Like, I feel like he could have came up with better examples, but I think so far, and the book's about to end, so I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to stick with my review. I think I'd give it like a 3 out of 5. And then the second book I'm reading is on my Kindle. Let me just show you guys what my Kindle looks like. I have Little Calico Critter, Amelie, Tarot Card, Nyota, Figure Card, Miffy Reading, a bunch of like flowers, strawberries, and then I have this Crystal Heart pop socket thing. Oh, and I have the Musufond. I don't know how to pronounce it, but little hipper. And then I have the little cover I made, Mary Jane's Kindle. But this Kindle has been doing me really well. I've read, I think, like 5 books on it, and I've had it since my birthday. Okay, that's embarrassing because my birthday's in January. But when I tell you guys I don't read, and so that to me is an achievement. Right now, I'm actually reading the Consolations of Philosophy, which is basically a rundown of the history of philosophy. Very easy to read. Honestly, I couldn't tell you guys like what made me want to read more philosophy. I just did. Like, I noticed a lot of the books that I love. No Longer Human, If Cats Disappeared from the World. Oh my god, an Almond. That book. Easily top 3 books I've ever read. All of those books are very psychological, very philosophical, and so I was like, why don't I just read the source? Why don't I read about, the people who started philosophy and some of the most famous philosophers? So this is what I chose to read first in regards to philosophy. I started to read The Stranger by Camus a while ago, but I just stopped reading it because I was just kind of like confused, I guess. I wanted to know terminology. I wanted to be able to distinct which exact philosophy that, you know, the book was about. I also have the myth of, oh my god. I also got the myth of Sisyphus a long time ago when I went to Newport Beach with my mom. There's like a cute little bookstore. I don't know if it's still there, but very cute. And I really was just like intrigued by the idea of like somebody's stance on things that almost don't have an answer. Like something about exploring something even though it doesn't have an answer, I think is very courageous. The next summer essential is more of a physical thing. I mean, it's jewelry. Jewelry is very important to me. I mean, any time of the year I love my jewelry, but I've gotten some new jewelry that I'd like to share. This is my daily jewelry stack. So let's start with rings. So for my rings, I've had this fidget ring since probably 2021. I remember it was right back when I went back to my senior year of high school, and I was just really stressed out after COVID and all that. And one of my classmates had this, and I was like, oh wait, I need that. I use this thing all the time, and whenever I leave my house without my rings, I genuinely freak out. But under that, I have a mood ring. It does turn my finger green. It was like $2 on my campus. So next I have a heart locket ring from the company Heart Jewelry. I'm a huge fan of heart jewelry, even though it's tacky to a lot of people. A lot of people hate heart jewelry, but I don't know, I like it, and I especially love lockets. Hold on, I have to hold this mic with my knees while I open my locket. Okay, so inside my locket, it's a little dirty just because I bring it literally around every day, is my cat Ernie. And it's so funny because it looks like a war image, because sometimes I forget to take it off when I wash my hands, but I think it makes it look even more like vintage and special. And then I just have this, I think it's opal little ring. In regards to my right hand, I have again, heart Pandora ring. It's a heart Pandora jewelry ring that I got probably in like 2018, 2019. And then this one is a House Moving Castle ring. That was a gift. Hold on. Yeah, that was a gift. If you know House Moving Castle, you're goated. And then this is another one of the fidget rings, but this one spins. I use this one a lot too. So those are my rings. When it comes to bracelets, sometimes I switch bracelets. I don't wear the same bracelets all the time, but this is what my usual has been. So on my left hand, I just got this actually. It's a cute Italian charm bracelet for my Apple Watch. And before this, I had like those chunky Apple Watch bands, and I don't know, like some days I would like it, some days I'd be like, like it just doesn't go with my outfit. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love silver jewelry. So I have a couple charms. I love baking. I have like a flower. I have a cat and a dog. I have one that says "You are the best," a strawberry, a moon, Duffy, and lipstick and lips. And I think it's very me, especially the moon. I love the moon so much. I love baking. I love baking banana bread. So everything just it means something to me, which I really wanted to do. And that's like the point of charm bracelets to me. It's like if you're gonna make a charm bracelet, make every single charm count, you know? And then I don't know if you can really see it. It's a Tiffany & Co. Bracelet with, again, a heart. This bracelet I've genuinely had since, oh my god, since I turned 13? Oh no, I think it's the necklace. Did I get them at the same time? I can't remember, but I think I'm just gonna say I got them both at the same time. 13 years old, so, and on my 13th birthday. Then on my right hand or wrist, arm, I don't know what I said last time, I have my Pandora charm bracelet, which I will put some B-roll of. So on here I have a bunny, I have a butterfly, I have a little boxing glove with the word strength and a little pink heart, because I come from a family of boxers and my dad loves boxing. I have a camera with Spider-Man because Spider-Man is my favorite hero ever, and I love anything to do with cameras. I love film. And I have a little cherry blossom, which is probably my third favorite charm on here. And then I have my initial, and then I have a cute little just love potion heart. Again, a lot of hearts. Even the little clasp of the bracelet is a heart. So I just love the noise. So there's the jewelry on my hand and my arms, and then lastly the necklaces. I don't really wear earrings all too much, only on like days where I have my hair up, so I'm not gonna include that. But my necklaces, I have a little cross, I have my little initial M, and then I have the Tiffany & Co. necklace that I was talking about, that I've had since I was 13. The next thing we're gonna talk about is digital cameras. This is something I've always been into, but I've only really had this camera. This camera has been with me for so long, 8th grade, I'm telling you. But I've only really had this camera, and that's pretty much it. Everything else was a family camera, until recently, where I kind of learned how to like upload footage from those cameras up into a hard drive. That way I'm not like tampering with any family videos that we used to have. So I've been able to kind of maybe not take complete custody of, but just use. The first one, this is probably the one that I was so excited to have in my possession now, is my family's Sony Handycam. I believe it's the Super Steady Shot DCR SR220. I love it. Sometimes I just want that good like feel, the nostalgic feel. It has a little bit of texture. This camera has videos from when I was 5 years old, and it's very beautiful. I think that I'm so lucky to have so much footage of when I was little. I will be taking this to when we go to the beach or just any outings during the summer. This camera, the next camera, is a more recent camera. It is a Fujifilm Instax Hybrid. This camera is very cool. It not only takes digital photos on a little SD card, but it prints out, if you can see here, it prints out Polaroids, which is very cool. So it's film and digital. I love how sleek it looks. It's purposely made to look pretty retro. So I think if you were to choose a starter digital camera, I would say this one's probably the best one in the market right now. And then lastly, I actually have this one. Makes me giggle. It's a little keychain camera. This really, like, I can't go anywhere without this because it's literally hanging on my bag. It's functional. It's fully functional. It even takes videos. It's honestly awesome. I'm just gonna turn it on to even show you guys what the display looks like. It's an actual, like, it actually works. And then you just press the shutter button. That's a terrible picture, but it actually works. It's fully functional. So I just have this hanging on my bag to make memories, keep things. That's the main reason why I love cameras and videos, is because it's like memories that I get to keep. It's like tangible memories. To end off this video, I'm also going to share some songs that I love during the summer. I think most of these songs scream summer to me. I do have a playlist that I made called Summer Back Then. Basically the theme is summer in the early 2000s. So I have songs like Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind. I have Amber by 311. I have Someday by Sugar Ray. I have Kittycraft Part 5 by Kittycraft. I have Summertime by The Sundays. It's not summer, it's not winter, it's not fall, it's not spring without the Sundays in some sort of rotation. Okay, so those are my summer essentials / things I need to do over the summer, more of. I need to make more crafts, take more pictures, listen to more music, etc. So yeah, that's what I like to do in the summer. I'm sorry it's not very... I'm very introverted, and I like being alone, and I like being home. So, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is just what my summer looks like. Yeah, I hope I keep creating. I hope you keep creating. And, yeah. Have a good summer.